Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We got this.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allowed some blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Push him back. Push him back.
Get it. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
No chance. No chance.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
70, Indy.
Now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Sack at the 47-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A spin. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go!
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 52's the mark. I got him.
2nd and 9 now. He will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Ready, go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Here we go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tighten up.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go now.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They'll set up a throw as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's right.
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be a...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Ready, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better see 6.
95, Mike, watch 95.
I'm going to run you over.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Man left, man left. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch, because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front, but if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
High 7, let's go. 52. 3 buzz.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Parker, the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Able to avoid him at the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Let's go. Set up. 15 Lonnie.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Trying to collect. Kill. Yes. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They can't hang with us. Ready.
Again, here's Adams. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Lucky.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's...
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, he's just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now back to throw. It's complete to Diggs. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
70, Indy.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Emery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try the left side. Emery. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Protein spill. Set, go.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. They found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down and inches. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nola. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he's going to go down again.
That's right. That's right.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They don't.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Come on, set.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let go. Know your job.
95's Mike. Watch 95.
He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Emery. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 down.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
3 down.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for him here on 4th down. Back to throw. Offensively, they're going to have to figure that. This is caught at the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Ready.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go. He's coming. We got double up. Orbit. 95's the sand. No, check. He's Mike. Hey, let's get down. Set. Go.
off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bears, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week